segment
3.
right here on the Danny Vegas Live Show. Now, we're a little bit juggled up today because Michelle from Flora Couture had to do segment 2 because she had to split. And we're very accommodating here on the Danny Vegas Live Show.
And look what she left me.
I know.
So
this is
excited.
just, I got to say a few words because we have a long segment here. We're going to get into Suddenly Single. But Michelle Joy is... You could tell when she walks in a room, it's just she's there. Miss Howard
Beauty's
is
inside and out.
beauty inside and out, and she's just a great entrepreneur. And I'm just a big fan. I tell you what, let me just oh my goodness gracious, yeah, I'm a little Twitter-pated. But okay, let's get into our segment
3.
Now let's set the table here. What we're doing here, if you're watching this live, or maybe you're watching this segment on social media, because the great thing about WCOBM, we are a new media platform. You can watch us at your convenience. So it's going to be great, and here we got going on. Okay, so here is the scenario. I've been married 18.
25 plus.
Yeah, Andine Rose, 25 plus. So when we were dating, there were none of the stuff that you see now. So when even my friends, people who are on my Facebook or whatever, when I see meltdowns going on and all this stuff, I really kind of thought if I, or maybe you, all of a sudden just hit a button and we were suddenly single. We're just single now. How would someone who used to date without all this stuff, how would we handle today's stuff? Now, last week, we kind of got into this when I said that, gentlemen, you need to get off these dating websites, okay? It's just a lazy way to fish, and quite frankly, you shouldn't be lazy fishing when it comes to meeting and gaining the attention of women. You should be out there fly fishing. You ought to be working that one line, not having 50 of them out there with some type of pre-scripted BS.
Yeah. I mean, but in today's world, everyone is so busy. Everyone is going a million miles an hour. And that, what I hear from a lot of my single guests are, I don't have the time to date. I don't have the time to meet somebody. I don't want to go to a bar and meet somebody. I don't want to do this. I hear a lot of I don't want to, not I'm willing to try.
Well, like I said, it's a lazy way to fish. And I'm not throwing too much poison because I understand. I'm a marketing guy. I can go to a Landry Seafood happy hour and maybe there's 1 or 2 women there. Or I can take the same message, me, and put it out to tens of thousands of women at the same time.
Yeah.
But it's a lazy way to fish. So that got a lot of heat. A lot of women kind of got on my ass about that. They were kind of like, oh, don't be telling the guys not to be on these dating sites. And they kind of some of them took it, seemed like it was a little personal. But that's okay. Now, this week we have a new question, Andine Rose. Are you ready? Okay. The question is, you're in a dating situation in 2017. If Danny Vegas was suddenly single and I was dating somebody, I would not be on their social media. I would not friend them. I would not be on their Snapchat. I wouldn't be on any of their social media. And I'm gonna tell you why, and then you can hit me over the head. Okay. First of all, and we have to get the rules straight, okay? To me, there's a difference between dating and dating in a committed relationship. I think there's a difference to me.
Right.
Okay, I think there's a difference between dating in a committed relationship and being married.
Yeah, dating, you're getting to know somebody to see if you want to be committed and monogamous.
It's part of that courtship that we go through as humans, where at the end of the day, we choose a mate that we are forever with in the fantasy world. So in my humble opinion, I think the way we used to be back in our day, you didn't know where your girlfriend was 24 hours a day.
Correct.
You had a little
space. Yes.
You had
privacy.
You talked to her on the phone. Maybe you met her somewhere, but you kind of planned the night before, like, okay, I'm going to do this and this and this, and I'll meet you at the malt shop at 3:00.
Right.
That was it. So
there was anticipation.
Yeah, there was space. You had a little space to kind of slowly narrow to maybe a little bit better committed relationship and then basically a marriage proposal. I think social media takes that too fast.
I agree.
It just, all of a sudden, Andy and I met a week ago. Hell, I went on her social media. I know what's been going on in her life for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay? Oh.
It's kind of stalkerish.
It's kind of stalker. And don't tell me it doesn't happen.
It does happen because, like I said, I have a lot of single clients. And when they talk to me about their dating, if they've met somebody, the first thing they do is stalk the social media.
That's right.
I find that appalling. It's too invasive for your privacy. And like you said, where's the excitement of getting to know somebody organically?
Well, that's a good question. So that's why I'm saying, especially because I tend to get in trouble with the ladies, I tend to talk about the guys. Guys, don't go ahead and friend this gal that maybe you don't know that well. Maybe because I think, and I maybe I'm wrong. Maybe social media has changed this too, but I don't think you get to really know the inner person for at least 3 to 4 months.
Oh, easily. You have to spend time with that individual. And social media, especially in the world that we live in, I mean, I may put stuff up, hey, add hair and makeup with Eva Longoria today, and we look like we're having a gay old happy time, and it's fantastic, but behind it there's a lot of hard work.
That's right.
So social media is just not truth per se.
I think maybe it's too truthful. Maybe
it's too much
I just think there's too much information. Like we had an incident, and I love her to death, where she was kind of looking at a guy that she liked, but she found out he was in Hawaii 2 months later or 2 months ago with some other guy. Well, what's the story on that?
Well, if it's not your boyfriend, who cares? It's not your business.
So there's a lot of community, and I know the lady, because I always say, and I get in so much trouble with this, social media is designed for ladies. Okay, guys, you just put yourself in such a horrible position by just putting all this garbage out there to basically get hit in the head with. So the answer, and Andy and Rose is kind of on my side.
I am on your side. I think social media, they're not your friend yet.
Right. Dating, don't, okay, we went on one date, here's my friend request.
No.
Okay, I suggest, especially gentlemen, and maybe Andy could have I think a mature lady, probably like, I don't want this jerk on my social media for a while anyway.
Yeah,
you know? So stay off the social media. It gives, you see the person almost every day anyway. You have the phones, you have the weapons. Just try it. Go to your girlfriend and say, hey, let's just unfriend each other for a month on social media. Just to see if we melt. You won't melt, okay? You won't. So the question is today, do you friend someone that you're dating on social media?
No.
I say don't. Don't do it. I'm not on my wife's Facebook, and she ain't on mine, okay? Of course, she ain't got a Facebook, but, it makes it easy, right?
Well, see, now, Tiger and I, we're friends on each other's page, and it's funny, he'll ask me, I have a friend of mine from Germany, we graduated back in '83 together, and I made a comment on his page, you're such a dork, and my husband's like, you like him? I'm like, yeah, he's a great guy. He was a really good friend to me in high school. He dated my best friend, but I called him a dork. Now, I tend to use dork as a real strong term of endearment. Like my husband, like, you're such a dork. And I say it with such love. And he's like, you like him? And I won't say that he was jealous because he didn't say he was jealous, but it was because I'm not getting what he was saying, but because he read it on my page, he clearly it ruffled a feather, and I had to say, this guy, he's a great guy. He was a good friend to me.
Would your relationship with your husband of 25 plus years be any different if you two were not friends on Facebook?
No. Our relationship is based on mutual trust, respect, and love. He can look at my social media page because mine is more business-based. And the job that I do, I'm with all different kind of guys. I'm at networking events. I'm, hugging.
Right. Me too.
He would go crazy if he was a jealous man.
Yeah.
I've had people comment like, God, would your husband ever say anything? I'm like, he trusts me.
Right.
Social media, if you're dating, don't friend. Not right away. When you become a committed relationship, then maybe discuss it.
Maybe so. I even say at that point, don't do it, because until you're married, this is going to be another week. Don't tell me because you're living together that it's the same as being married.
It's not the same.
It is not. And if you think it is, guess what? You're in for a wide awakening. It's not the same. So anyway, stay off your girlfriend's social media.
Don't
give her some
stalk
space. Give her some space. Find each other. Take that path to the ultimate conclusion of being married without the stalker thing.
And then I even have friends who not only are they on their boyfriend's social media page or husband's, they actually have tracking devices on their phones.
Yeah.
Like, seriously? I think it's funny. I think it's cute.
It's great.
But no.
So you got the answer, and now we're into segment 4, Business Titans, D&R House of Diamonds. David Pageant, Rich Shaw. These guys are the big guns.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
That's right. Big guns right after this.